Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jason Mans from our area. Thank you.
Mr. Richard Span, everybody.
Yeah, there it is. This is a bit of a, for us, a bit of a stage reunion.
It is, full
Because
circle.
the first Rome convention, first panel, Jason and I were paired together to do this talk. And Jason and I, is it fair to say, didn't know each other well?
Not well. Not well.
Had we met?
I think we had
Met.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, one of those,
Yeah.
met in passing. But we did not know each other well, and we were put on this stage, and this is 5 years ago, so the whole convention universe was pretty new to us in general. And I remember us thinking, or I don't think we thought it, I think we looked at each other and said, what the F are we gonna talk about for an hour? Because we got nothing.
Yeah.
And it ended up being fun. You played guitar. I remember, like, you had your guitar with you. You like,
Yeah.
didn't you plunk around a little bit, that kind of thing?
I don't remember.
Pretty sure you did. Saved the day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Richard with a microphone and a stage doesn't need anyone to save the day.
No, maybe
but I
now.
was
At the day,
happy to be here.
Back then, it was, you know, a younger, kinder, gentler me. You know what I mean? Quieter, more timid. Not the drug-fueled maniac you see before you. Speaking of drug-fueled maniacs, do you have any questions? Oh, see, we already have lines.
There you go, right
so
there.
let's just start, and let's just see where.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we could just do this all day, but then where would we be? All right, you young lady.
Hi again.
You were in that exact same position at my panel yesterday.
Yes.
You were first up.
And my panel.
And by the way, so was she. It's like a bizarre flashback from yesterday, only with Jason. All right, go ahead.
Hi. So this question's for both of you.
Go ahead.
Since both of you also make music, I was wondering if there was a moment in your life when you knew that music was the thing you were going to do. Like when you said, this is something I'm going to pursue.
I'm going to make a brief answer of that because I'm not a musician. No. One thing I love, I've played in bands my whole life, hobby. Enjoy playing music, hobby. But I figured out early on, that really wasn't where my skills were. I'm iffy at best as a musician, but I love playing and I love listening. So I made the wise move of not pursuing that early on. Jason.
I think Richard has gotten down the #1 rule of entertainment, which is under-promise, over-deliver. So Richard's always, every single time I bring him out to play a song, he's like, I'm not a musician. I'm not a musician. I don't know what I'm doing. Never done this before. No idea.
That's not... No, actually, that is what I do. I use air
Nailing
guitar.
harmonies, doing background dancing.
That's it. That's my entire repertoire.
For me, I don't know that there was ever a specific moment where I said, music is my life. When I moved to LA, there was a few different things I really enjoyed and would be really happy to call a career.
Jason is an actor as well, and producer. He produced a movie that I watched that was really, really funny.
Thank you.
Rock Slide. He produced a film that's out there on Netflix and exists in the world. It's a very funny film.
But similar to Rich, what Rich says about music, I say about acting. I love it. I enjoy it. When I get the chance to do it, I get really excited about it. But it's a serious commitment. And music, thankfully, has kept me pretty busy. So I just kind of, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, took a step back and said, wow, music's kind of all I'm doing for the most part. So I should kind of put everything into it and see where it goes.
I remember you giving me a hard time because I have gotten on stage with Jason before and performed like a song. And you took great joy in watching me sweat bullets. Because I'm not, like this moment right now, you give me a microphone and you people in an hour, I'm fine. Love doing this kind of stuff. You do the same scenario, put a guitar on me, and I want to die. Super nervous. And you find that really funny.
It's really fun. It's really fun. The part that I love most about it is watching Rob and Rich together. They are the complete opposite in certain scenarios.
Right.
So Rob is, yeah, he's, God love him, we all love him, but he's, what would you call it, high energy?
Neurotic?
No, I wouldn't say neurotic.
Afraid of everything?
Yeah, a little, yeah, timid, shall we say. He's a
Yeah.
little nervous. But you strap a guitar on him and you put a microphone in front of him and he turns into a rock god.
Yeah, he's
he
phenomenal.
commands the room. He has no fear. He dances, he sings, he makes jokes. He's completely comfortable. And then this guy, you don't have a guitar on him and he's completely comfortable and he can talk for an hour. And you put a guitar and a mic on him and he's like, hi, my name is Rich.
Seriously, I'm a train wreck.
I'm from Nashville. I have a song for you.
Yeah, it's true. Let's just end this question by saying we made the right choices. We made strong career choices. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You.
Sorry for being up here. I actually had a question for Sebastian, but I figured I'd stay up and complete the creepy fan.
Hey, listen, if you want to ask a question to Sebastian, you can ask whatever question you want, and I will ignore it, and that would be what Sebastian would have done anyway, and I will just dry hump the chair, and we can just call it a day. Oh, no, so sorry. What did you ask? No.
Oh, so I just
Oh my God, look at the door with the Venus. What'd you say? Anyway, look at the girls back there. Hello girls, look at my pants. What was your question? Anyway, oh, my goodness. But I digress, go ahead.
I just had a canned question. Did you have a particular point in your life where you completely decided, okay, acting is going to be my career? It turned
Yes.
from an interest. Oh, please do tell.
I was 15. True story. 15 years old, and I remember I had done some acting. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. That is my hometown. And I had done some local theater. I did a lot of theater actually as a kid. And just loved it. I loved the whole process of it. I loved the team sport nature of making, at the time, plays. I hadn't done much TV and film, but the same is true for TV and film. Loved it. And then my family took a trip to Los Angeles for vacation. And it was unbelievable to me to see billboards for movies, and this thing that I love so much was just so a part of the culture of Los Angeles, California, that I was just dumbfounded and mesmerized. And I knew at that moment that I wanted to go to college in California and major in theater, major in acting, which I'm not from a artistic family. It's not our bent. So the reason why I say I know I was 15, because I remember breaking the news to my dad. I can tell you what intersection I was at in Nashville, Tennessee. I was on Granny White and Tyne at a four-way stop. When I finally mentioned to my dad, I said, you know what? I really want to go to college in California, and I really want to major in theater. I really want to pursue this. Because I was at an all-boys prep school. They weren't farming out actors. That's not the business. They were not in the business of churning out artists. So I was nervous to bring it up. And I don't really remember what he said. He didn't say no. He didn't respond negatively. I don't recall him responding much at all. He probably said, oh, okay, that's interesting. But Christmas that year, they gave me a UCLA sweatshirt, which is a university in LA. And I remember that moment thinking, I got the nod. They're gonna be okay with me moving to California. So that was when I was like, I'm pursuing this for real.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Hi.
You.
First of all, great gig last night.
Great. Jason Panel on the
very much.
guitar,
Thanks.
singing last night. And Andrea on the violin, which I don't know where, I heard he just killed it last night, right? Andrea. We're applauding your violin playing from last night. There you go. We were saying what a good job you did last night. Wow, both of you. Two handsome men with great hair playing music. Yes.
My question's for Richard.
All right.
What was your reaction to Rob writing the song about you?
It's funny, he wrote, we fly a lot together. And the song, for those who don't know, it's on the new album, Sky Alive. It's called Trigger Finger. And it's essentially about me being afraid to fly, is what the song is about. And I always wanted to be immortalized in song for my strong points. and my good nature and all the positive things that I bring to the table, immortalized to music. But Rob picked my fear of flying.
When he broke the news to you, did he come strong with it? Did he say, "Hey, I wrote a song about your fear of flying," or did he say, "I wrote a song about you, about your fear of flying"?
You know, that's a good question. I'm pretty sure. Either way, because I think he said I wrote a song about you, and I thought it was going to be a joke song, like "You're a butthole and I don't like you." Like I thought he was just goofing around with the guitar, which, by the way, would make a great song.
Great song.
"You're a butthole and I don't like you." But he's like playing a real song. I'm like, oh, it's a real song. And then he's like, yes, inspired by the fact that you're so afraid of flying. And again, I was like, what? But the song is great. I heard the acoustic version first, and I really dug the song. And then I heard the whole album version, and it's great.
Yeah.
So I was genuinely, I don't know if flattered is the word because it's about my neuroses, but I think it's really cool. How about that? I think it's really cool. You know.
Out of curiosity, when he played it for you the first time, did he sing it to you or play it?
No,
for
he
you on a recording?
played.
He played
and
it.
Played and sang. Yes.
Nice.
In Milan, where all romantic things happen. You know what I'm saying? Just a couple of guys writing songs about each other in Milan. Trigger finger and "You're a butthole and I hate you."
Was that also the time when you wouldn't share a bed with him?
Yeah, and I stand behind that decision.
Was it after he sang to you? You were like, you know what, separate beds.
No, dude, thank God that happened after the separate bed thing had already happened, because Robbie and I were not, yeah. Rob. Did he tell that story yesterday? Or another time?
I just remember it.
Yeah, Rob.
Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you. You, both of you.
Y'all.
All of you. You too.
Hi. Our question is for both of you. What's your guilty pleasure in music?
Guilty pleasure in music. Oh, you've got to have one. I'm going to say one right now. Broadway show tunes. Grew up listening to Broadway soundtracks when I was a kid. So like I can sing you Annie, I can sing you Les Mis, I can sing you They're Playing Our Song, Fiddler on the Roof. I gotta do a hell of a Tevye, I was gonna say. So Broadway show tunes, I guess it would be my guilty pleasure.
Mine's actually kind of similar. I don't feel guilty about it, but I don't necessarily sing them where people can hear me. But I love Disney songs.
Absolutely.
So if you happen to be near me when I don't think anyone's near me, you may hear me belting out some Aladdin.
Dude, let me tell you, I don't know if this is big in your house right now because your daughter is very, very young, but
Frozen.
I have children, and they're all boys, but I'll hear them going like, "Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play." My 2-year-old, who's just the cutest thing since sliced bread, will sing it to himself in whatever, basically the sounds, but he always gets he listens to it in the car, and he gets to the part where it's just a music break, and he goes like, "They're dying." Because he knows where the parents are dying. I'm like, great, we introduced that to our kid. And then he does the part where he goes, "Okay, bye." And it kind of chokes me out listening to my son master the art of singing rejection at 2 years old.
Does he then, the 2-year-old who has lived his entire life in LA, does he then look at you and say, "Dad, what's a snowman?"
What's a snow, Father? It's a magical white powder that falls from the sky. Frozen. I'm telling you, it's like crack for kids. They are so into Frozen. Unbelievable. I didn't think the movie was that great. I'm not the target demo, but kids, oh, I love it. So, and by the way, on your Disney thing, brother, Little Mermaid. Right here. Love me some Little Mermaid.
I see perhaps a duet in our future.
All the Sebastian the Crab stuff. They're like, kiss the girl, the Under the Sea. Classic. Loved that movie. Still do. That's our guilty pleasure. There you go. Now you know. Now you know our dirty little musical secrets. Thank you, ladies. Oh, do you have another question? Is that it? We're good? Okay. You.
Hey.
Hi.
Jason, do you have a name for your studio? I remember you.
I don't yet. I
There's
don't
a very
yet.
obvious choice.
Which
would
is
be
The mansion.
the
the
mansion.
mansion.
Mansion?
Yeah,
The man's cave?
I like it. I do like it.
I don't think he liked it. I don't believe it, right? There's a reason why Jason didn't go into acting as a profession. You say mansion? And he goes,
love it.
He's like, the mansion. No,
I can see that.
I like it.
Really, I love it. I love it. It's
It's so bad it's good though.
It is. It is. But
Much like Jason
there
himself.
is there's going to be some friends and some buddies coming in to use the studio with me to make a Christmas album this year, and I just feel like I should leave my own name out of the title of the of the studio, kind of.
Really?
Well, just
You and Donald Trump.
go over to the man's cave. Let's get to work, man.
You and Trump have nothing in common. I'm just saying. Brand it. So are you gonna put that out? Have you put that out as a contest online or something?
The name?
Yeah.
No, but it's a good idea.
I think you should.
Yeah.
I think let the people decide. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, show.
Make it a thing. There you go. You started something.
Thank you.
Well done. It probably won't be mansion. I don't think he responded well to that. But
Hi guys.
hello.
My question is to Richard, sorry.
You are
a
forgiven.
long time ago, I've watched Three Blind Saints, and I really liked the scene where you and the other actor were dressed like women. And it was really great. I was laughing out loud. Thank you for that.
Welcome.
Do you have some interesting stories about this movie, about the set?
I'll tell you something about Three Blind Saints and me dressing as a woman. Don't do that. We had professional makeup artists. We had professional wardrobe stylists. And I'm still the ugliest female you have ever seen.
It was beautiful.
Oh, sweetie, please, let's be honest.
You was.
Just you and me talking. I was so unsightly, like people were averting their eyes. The other actor, Elijah, had a full beard and was a hotter broad than I was. He had to cover it, and he was just a woman, and he was just sitting there talking like this, and he didn't have a mustache, he just had a beard, so he'd stand like this, doing his bit, and he made a much prettier girl with a full beard than I did. And it's just one of those things I learned about myself. I'm okay with it, but I'm a hideous woman, all right? I know that about myself now. That was a really fun film. It was a completely independent film, low budget, made by a first-time production company out of Kansas City, and it was just super fun to, what we do is really fun. Making TV and film is really fun. And I will say for this group, as recently as just this morning, we will acknowledge how fortunate we are to make a career in this field, because it's an amazing field to be a part of, and very difficult to make a career out of. And if you can do it, you just gotta pinch yourself and go, this is flipping awesome. I get to do this for a living. It's great. So doing that was one of those moments where you're with people. It's not a big money thing. No one's getting rich doing it. It's people who love movies, who wanted to make a movie, and it was really fun to be around them and that energy and be a part of it. And I loved it. And it was interesting because it's a faith-based movie. So it has these, moral themes that go through it. And one of the main financiers was a big congregation church in Kansas City. And yet they found me. They asked me to be the lead of the movie because they're big fans of Supernatural.
And the name of the character is Sam, as I remember.
That's true. Although, quite frankly, that's not the most uncommon name on the planet, And I would imagine there's a sort of accident there. But regardless, I thought it was interesting that they're very religious people, but they also enjoy watching the seedy underbelly of the dark side every Tuesday night on the CW. So they were great people. It was a super fun film to be involved with. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I apologize for my high-cut dress. There's nothing I can do about it.
You was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's a question.
Thank you. I want to see that movie. I haven't seen it yet. But can I be honest?
Yes.
the entire first half was about you and a man in a beard in a low-cut dressed as women. And then he's like, it's a faith-based film.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, listen, man, they were all over the map. But
I was expecting.
that was their baby, you know? Tell the story they want to tell. I get it. I know. It was interesting. I admired that, though. They weren't like,
Yeah.
they weren't afraid
I want to see it.
to
I'm
go down
curious.
those. I don't know, brother. It ain't pretty. All right, you.
Hi guys.
I know your name.
Hi.
It's Barbara.
Yes, it is.
See how I remember these things? Every now and then.
I believe it's Barbara.
Barbara. Barbara's my mother's name, which is why I remember these things.
Hey.
All right, what is up, Barbara?
My little brother is a huge fan of Supernatural, but I couldn't be here. And he asked me if you can say hi to him to the camera.
What's his name?
Luca.
Luca?
Luca.
Then I'll Luca at the camera.
Yeah.
You right in there? Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Is Luca gonna see this if I say hi to the camera?
Yeah, it is.
Why is it on? Is it being fed to a? Is there a live feed of this? How will he see the version?
Maybe someone put the video on YouTube.
All right, well, come here. So you can be. Otherwise, it's just me by myself. Come here,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, Barbara. You got to be a part of this too. We're gonna do a whole thing for Luca. Come on up here, Barbara. Get in the middle here. So now we're talking. Sorry, guys. Private moment for Luca. Luca, hi.
Hi, Luca.
It is I, Richard Spade
Hi,
Jr.
Luca.
and Barbara. Say hi, Barbara.
Hi.
Say something in Italian for your brother so he understands what's going on. Explain to him in Italian what we're doing.
Luca, ti stanno dicendo ciao. Non morire quando vedrai questo video.
Is that it? Okay. And Jason Mans, Luca, right over there to my left. Luca,
And feel free to. Okay.
what happened?
I was going to say, feel free to explain to him in Italian who I am.
We wish you were here, but instead of you, we're groping your sister. I mean hugging. Grazie per la collaborazione. Thank you, Barbara. How old is Luca? How old is he? Okay, good. I don't feel bad about using the word groping then. Is there anybody here? No, over there? Okay, you.
Hi guys.
Hi.
In metafiction, you use the line, you can trick a trickster.
See.
Okay. So I would like to know if you had to think of a trick that Gabriel used to fake his death, which will it be?
If I had to use a trick
Yes.
to figure out how
To fake
Gabriel
your death.
to fake my death.
Yeah,
Oh, I have
yeah.
never thought of it. I've never given it a moment's thought. You have. What would you do?
Yes, but tell yours.
Nope, I don't got one. You.
You always skirts around, don't answer.
Too late. It's already happened. This moment's already happening. I want to know how would you have? What did you think about that? How would you have made it happen?
I don't know, a pocket dimension, something,
A pocket dimension.
yeah?
What the hell's that? No, what is it? It's like I created a new dimension and I was existing in a new dimension?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I never really, I was off the show for 4 years before I came back. Spoiler alert. I came back. So I didn't spend a lot of time in my off time wondering where the character was because the character was dead. Or so I thought. And I think, there's still some debate purposefully put there by Robbie Thompson, the writer, as to whether Gabriel is alive or not. Have you guys seen the episode? Yeah. Just out of curiosity, honest opinions. Scream if you think Gabriel is dead. Scream if you think Gabriel is alive.
Scream if you think the word dead has no meaning in Supernatural.
Hey, I asked a question. I mentioned this yesterday, so I won't dive too deeply into it. But there are some very specific things that Robbie Thompson put in there to indicate, in his opinion and in the writer's room opinion, that Gabriel is alive. They sort of left that door open for the character to be alive, with like the whole snapping of the scene away and the eyebrow raise at the end when he's asked if he's alive or dead by Misha. So we'll see. And where was he the whole time? I'm going to go with the standard Misha answer and say Costco. I think he was hanging out. I don't know, there's no Costco here. Swap meet. He was at the bazaar. He was at the mall. I'm not sure. I'll go with pocket dimension. But thank you for the question. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It was so close to having it. Yes, young lady.
Hello.
Hello.
So my question is for Richard, but it is about Jason.
Is a question for me about Jason?
Yes.
Oh, that's so convenient because I'm on stage with him right now. This is great.
So if Jason had to play a character in Supernatural, what character do you think he should play?
Oh, what character would Jason Mans play in Supernatural? That's an interesting one. By the way, I just want to clarify. I know you've had music in the show, but have you ever made a cameo? Have you ever, like, graced the screen at all? Okay.
I have not.
What would Jason Mans have played? I'm going to answer what I think, and then I want you to answer what you would like to have played or will play.
Okay.
So I think you would have to do something using his musical talents and beautiful voice. So you have to use him as some sort of male version of a siren who is drawing people towards him and then destroying them. Attracting them with his beautiful voice and then destroying them in a terrible, dark manner. That's what I would like to see happen. You?
That would be awesome. I would do that in a second. I've said before, I think, you know, Supernatural's it would be a fun experience, so much so that I would be honored to play cop number 2 that gets eaten by a chupacabra in the first 2 minutes of the episode. I'd be happy.
Okay, well, aim higher, I guess. There you go. There's your answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is anyone, are we waiting for somebody? Are you ready? Are you frozen? Okay.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
I have a request that's similar to the one of Barbara.
Sure.
It's because